Hey guys, hi, this is Paripatri. Happy Monday to the wonderful folks in the Western region, and happy Tuesday morning to folks in India and Asia. Um, a very warm welcome to this live session with me, Paripatri from Maryland. We are going to talk a lot of topics today. So stay tuned with me, and please share this video on your groups and on your pages. And also, if you're watching me on my personal page, please hop on to my YouTube channel. All right, because I will not be able to see your comments and I will not be able to interact with you. So make sure you hop on to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/paripatri, and watch me continue this topic there. We are going to talk about heart and mind, what to follow, and how can we trust our decisions, how can we access our higher intelligence in making the right decisions for us. So we are going to really dive deep into this topic because this has so many have expressed questions or asked me questions in this regard. So today I'm doing this video for everybody here. So let's before everybody gets started, join in. Make sure you hop on to my YouTube channel. Okay, that's where I will see your questions. All right, guys. Everybody who is on my profile page and who is watching me, hop on to my YouTube channel. All right. Okay, so because I'm gonna disconnect now. Okay, guys, see you on the, or either you come onto my business profile on my Facebook or on my YouTube channel. Okay, wonderful. Okay. All right, we are here, guys. Welcome to this live. Let's continue with this session. And anybody who's joining me, please put your comments here. I would love to see where you're watching me from, and just say hello to you. So I would love to do that. Um, today has been an amazing day in Maryland. It has been really, the weather is great. Last week was bad, but this week it's back to having sun. So I spent some time today soaking up all the sun and enjoying cooking and stuff. But I'm really looking forward to chat with you, interact with you about this subject, about heart and mind, because this is something is very a universal question, and everybody, we all struggle with it at some point. I mean, it probably at every point, some people might struggle with this. So let's talk about it. um, okay, let's see. Okay, so first question is heart or mind. What do we follow? Because sometimes, have you ever found yourself in a situation where your heart is saying something but your mind is saying something else? Have you ever found yourself in the situation? Or for me, it has. I'll talk about my story, but most of the times that I hear is that this always happens. Maybe it's a new job, your heart says you don't want to take that job, but your mind says you should take that job because you that's how you will make money. Or the relationships. um Hey Radhika, good morning, Radhika. If it was a little bit later, maybe I would have asked you to come on screen here. But I'm sure you must have just got up and had your tea. So, well, welcome to this live. Talking about a very important topic here: heart and mind coherence, connection, heart versus mind, or heart versus brain. What do we choose? How do we follow? So many have expressed that, there have been many times that they were on the crossroads, deciding whether to follow your heart or whether to follow your mind. What does mind say? What is your what? And we'll talk about heart and mind again in a from a collective way. Jyoti says, good morning from Gurgaon. Good morning, Jyoti. Welcome to this live. Tell me, have you ever found yourself in the crossroads between mind and heart? Mind is saying something and heart is saying something. Have you ever found yourself? If yes, put that in the comments. And also the question is, and also some people have said that I know, we should always follow the heart, because that's what we've been hearing. Always follow your heart. Success will come. But sometimes I've heard a couple of my clients tell me that when we had this initial course, they tell me that when they followed their heart, they've always ended up heartbroken. It always never worked for them. So they made a decision in their lives to not follow their heart and follow their minds. And because that brought them success, professionally, career wise success in that. So they have decided not to follow their heart. So this is one set of people, and there are a certain set of people who only follow heart. They never go with the mind. They're always in the heart area, heart space, and they always do that is that calls them, that calls their heart. So this is another set of people. So the one confused where to go, heart or mind. Second, who follow their mind because that's what they believe got them success. Success in the sense of financial abundance or success in their projects, in their career. And the other who are more, I would say, more spiritually inclined, and they would say, I always follow my heart. That's how I go through my life. That's how I get guided. And both of them, in fact, so this is interesting. Both who the people who I talk to, who are following their mind, say I'm very successful in my career because I I don't let my heart guide me. I go with my mind, and that's how I get success. On the other hand, the people who follow heart say that I'm extremely happy, I'm extremely successful, because now for them success is happiness. So the way we see success is different. Okay, when I say success, the measurement of success is different for different people. For one, it may be the time, spending time with family. Time is abundance. Abundance is time for them. For some, success may be making more money. Or some, it is not about money, it is about titles, having CEO or CFO or director or president, having the titles is success. And they're very happy with that. Or for some, it is all about being famous, being popular. That is how many people are watching you, how many, that is success. And for some, just being with family at home, having it, having that family life is success. So there are the way we define success is different for different people. It is not the same. Based on your own belief systems, based on what you have been programmed with, that's how you view success, and that's how you measure success in your life. Correct? So when he says, hi Pari, how are you? I am so good. How are you doing? um so let's talk about heart and mind alignment, okay, or connection. Let's start with the connection, because this is a very vast subject, and I'm actually doing a whole course on this starting November 22nd. Okay, I'm starting a whole course on this starting I'm putting the website here, so hang on guys. Okay, starting November 22nd to December 20th, 5-week course. A 5-week course that we meet every Sunday for 2 hours and really deep dive into this subject. How is heart and mind connected? Coherence, alignment, connecting with intuition. So I'm going to introduce this subject, these topics to you today. But if you want to deep dive, if you want to get deeper into it, then of course I'm going to talk about it at the end. But this is your chance, because the early bird is ending tomorrow. So if you want to work with me directly and really get dive deep into these subjects and elevate your skill sets and be a, so because this is all about becoming confident when you're teaching the subject to your clients, to your student, whether you're a coach, therapist, wellness professional, yoga teacher, crystal healer, any kind of energy worker, and you're presenting this work, this connection between science and spirituality to your audience, then this is the best course to attend. Because this is all about focusing about leadership, focusing about how to present manifestation and the science. It's a very power packed course, which is really one of a kind that I haven't done before. I have done just the science, just the manifestation, but never really bridged them together in a course. So this course is that. So if you want to get more details on that, make sure you email me or connect with me directly on the email that I'm going to put below. So if you have any questions, you can ask me then. All right. Okay, let me put that email. Okay, so heart and mind. So did you know our heart has 40,000 sensory neurites, that means brain-like cells, which actually is a small brain, which is a brain in itself. Because when in utero, when in the embryo stage, when the cells are just formed, first organ that forms is heart, not the brain. Because if we think that we need brain to survive, then first thing that would be created is the brain, not the heart. But the first organ that ever creates in the embryo, in utero, is the heart. And heart has this brain, heart has this intelligence. And this was actually researched by the Heart Math Institute for last 20 to 25 years. And there is enough science, enough evidence that this is something that is the fact. And the whole branch called neurocardiology is based on this. So the information we get is through the heart, and the heart communicates to the brain. Now, it is not about, let's start with going right to the point. It is not about following your heart or following your mind. It is about bringing alignment to both heart and mind and making those decisions. Because when we say don't make decisions with heart, people talk about they're probably referencing to those emotions. Like, don't make decisions when you are too excited or too happy or too angry or too frustrated. We don't make decisions when we are in that high emotional stage. And what is that? Let's talk about that. So heart is connected to your autonomous nervous system, which has two branches, sympathetic and parasympathetic. And also your heart is connected to your brain, to your amygdala, where it is the emotional center, where the emotions are processed. Now, if you are say too happy, so the sympathetic is the the gas pedal, where that is accelerator. That means your emotions are getting, your blood rate gets higher. You're in a going in a very fast rate. Your organ, your endocrine system, all the systems gets activated faster. It's like a gas pedal. So you're going faster, so your heart rate increases, your brain gets activated, you get stress chemicals released, so that you are more engaged, more active, adrenaline and cortisol. Whereas the parasympathetic is a brake pedal, so it's going to break you, calm you down. That means de-excite you. So your sympathetic excites you, and your parasympathetic de-excites you. And when that stress hormones gets released, that's when you have cortical inhibition. Okay, that's when you have cortical inhibition. That means you're not thinking properly. That means you cannot take decisions properly. Whereas when you are calm, when you are when you release more of DHEA hormones, which is the happy hormones, that's when you have more access to your thinking brain. That means you have more access to your right brain, more creative decisions, more genius decisions that you can make, access to the higher intelligence. So that is when you're in a calmer state. That means, so it doesn't mean that you must always be in the parasympathetic. It has to be a wave in balance, both systems running in balance. And that's, it's called coherence. When the two systems are working in balance, it's like the waveform. When the waves are equal in amplitude and they're not too much like too fast or too slow, when that doesn't happen, when they are going in balance, that is called we are in coherence. And when we are in coherence, that's when we make the best decisions. That's when we have access to our intuition. Today I'm going a little faster because I really want to take questions from you. So if you're watching me, I would love to hear a question from you, okay? And share this information on your pages, on your um, on your groups, okay? Because this is something that very important and many of us can take benefit of this information. All right, so the heart and mind has to be in coherence. And also when I talk about this, see, I've always been a person that I've always listened to my heart. I could always sense what my heart was saying. And this, most of the people are not in tune with their heart. When they're not in tune with their heart, to access that intuition or that intelligence is a little harder because you're not in practice. But anybody can do it with practice. You got to start trusting yourself, start listening to your inner voice, start taking out those blocks or those what are the blocks, those fears or those doubts or those procrastination. When you get over that, cross those fears, that's when you get closer to your inner voice. Most people can't even know what their inner voice is, what their heart is saying, because they got so sensitized to these like to these noises around, that they are not able to get into that silence. And when you always look for the noises, like always fill your life with noises, I mean, the stories outside, just living outside and not going within, you're not really connected. And when at this point, when you're not really connected, your decisions are not coming from a higher state of intelligence. Your decisions or your choices that you make in your life are coming from a very stressed point of view. So it's from a survival space, because when you're in stress, your survival system gets activated. So you will do everything. Say for example, you have a deadline and you have to submit. There's no choice, you have to do it, otherwise you will lose your job. Then you're entering into a survival kind of a field, because now your whole like life existence depends on this project. Because if you do not deliver, you may lose your job. If you lose your job, you may lose your home. And if you lose your home, then you may have to be on the road, and you will, at the end, it is always the death. You will die homeless. So our survival system gets kicked in as soon as when there is a threat to your life, to your existence, to your families. When there is a threat, and it all happens unconsciously, we are not really relating this consciously. It's no, you may think, what, I'm not worried about death, I'm not worried about this, but your subconscious is going to take that threat of this deadline as existential issue, because your whole job is based on that. That is when you get into survival, and you are merely working from and your whole focus on getting that job completed. So you may think that, hey, I am doing fine, I'm getting my job done, but are you struggling at your completing your deadlines? If there is, because I remember when I was back in corporate, I lived this life. Every time there's a deadline, I am not eating properly, I am not sleeping, I am not stay having a good time with my family, because I'm always thinking about the work completion, always doing my best. And at that point, I'm living in the survival stage, and you're putting yourself in the stress mode. So you're continuously releasing, your brain is releasing those chemicals, giving you that adrenaline that you need to focus and get that job done. So your focus is just like blinders. You want to get that done no matter what. And when you get done, you have a sigh of relaxation for a moment until your next project comes in. And we all know how work is now. There's never a sigh of relief. There's always something coming up. So we are putting ourselves in a continuous in a chronic stress situation, which is ongoing. It is never like we are never giving ourselves a break. Even when we go look, so we look for a vacation. We wait all now. I guess the COVID, because of the situations we are in, the vacations are also gone, and we are in a much more frustrated stage. And this is why exactly this information is so important. This is why exactly the techniques to bring ourselves back into coherence is very, very important for us, for our families, for our children, for everybody. And when he says we want a pyramid in Dallas, oh gosh, Wenny, I so want a pyramid in Dallas too. Let's talk about it. So tell me more about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do? And how are you connected to PSSM? Tell me more. Um, so so going back to the topic, it is about creating that connection from with your heart and your mind, because your mind is all about programs. Your mind is programs. It is programmed based on your past experiences, based on the things that you have seen and grown up, your environment, your the belief systems from your parents, the belief systems from your religion, your government, your city, your country, your media, the movies, the music that you have listened. It is all of that. So if you are making your decisions from here, your access to resources is very limited. So and the stories that your mind is saying, you are going to make decisions out of that, the fear center. So if you are programmed with and you're working with that amygdala, your fear center, your decisions are merely based on survival. Even though you I have seen, honestly, I have seen extremely successful, like being in a very good job or rich people, really still living in survival mode, still living in the fear of losing, not having enough, because they got used to that programming and they never updated it, they never deleted it, they never changed it after reaching another their goal. Every time you reach your goal and you have a new goal, you have to reprogram, reassess what is that in your subconscious mind, what are you living with. Because unless you reprogram it, rechange it, create a new version of yourself, you're not going to reach further. You're going to just stay and plateau over there, create a plateau there. um, so it is very important for us to create a new version every single moment. Every single day we got to work on your mindset, because if you're not working and you do not know how to access your heart intelligence, then you are limited within your progress. And that is the reason why maybe you're seeing the struggle in your everyday life, not progressing, because when you're younger you were open to learn more, you're open to do experimentation, exploration, so your progress is much faster. But as you grow up and you are in your comfort zone, you create your comfort zone, your progress is limited, because you're not empowering, you're not reprogramming yourself, you're not changing your mindset, you're still living with that old belief system that no longer serve you, that got you here but not taking you anywhere else. So that's where you will work if you are here and your heart is connected with the oneness, to the source energy, to the true source self, your heart center. When we open our heart center, that is when we connect to the oneness, to the source. And now you take this information from your heart, process through your brain to be manifested in this physical world. So people who are spiritual, most of the people who are spiritual, they're very heart centered. But if they are not bringing the alignment with if they are not updating their belief systems, they are not seeing the abundance, like finances manifestation in their lives, or creating that, tangible results. manifesting in their lives. And this is a very constant thing that I see. And I work with people who are very spiritual. I work with entrepreneurs or teachers, yoga teachers, coaches, to to reprogram and really create, exactly attract what they want, getting results. And this is a um, this is all again alignment, bringing that alignment of your mind and your heart. You got to bring that. It's not just about, again, we can relate it to, even the chakras. When you are most spiritual people are aligned, are really unblocked in their higher chakras, but the lower chakras, your solar plexus, your root chakra and your second chakra, if you do not really focus on that, you're still in a very you're still not in alignment. So the most important thing is, how do we stay in alignment, is bringing your mind and your heart into alignment, always updating your mindset every single day, whether you're a very successful coach or whether you're still a starter, a newbie, or maybe you're just an aspiring leader, coach. Wherever stage you are, this is something that I work every single day. When I don't do this work, I see that I'm struggling in life. I am not meditating, I see myself struggling. I am not bringing myself really focusing, going within, I see myself struggling. So this is not something that you achieve and then you're done. It is an ongoing process. It is an everyday process, a practice for all successful people, for everybody. Whether you are giving your exams, whether you are a teacher, whether you are in a corporate career, whether you are in a service industry, or you're a homemaker, in whichever area you are in, we all have challenges. There are challenges for in every area of our life, in every career, in every profession. And these are stressful times. How are you dealing with them? How are you, what is your practice to overcome these blocks, these misalignments? What are you doing? It is important to start thinking about it and not just going with the life. Because if you don't take time for this, you will get burned. You will hit your rock bottom. You will get burned because you'll be exhausted running and chasing stuff, but not really focusing on that alignment. Because when you have that alignment, again, I want to repeat this. You don't need to struggle. You can have a very a life that is happening, as you want. You create your realities every second, and this is the most important piece of it. Venny says, I'm a pharmacist, big fan of PMC Ecosystem. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. So what is PMC Ecosystem? I don't know about that. Can you tell me more? Shrita says, can you explain about subconscious in future? Ask me, give me more about it. Tell me more in detail what exactly you want about subconscious. Because today I'm going to answer your questions. I'm not going to teach more. I'm going to take your questions and answer that the next 20 minutes. Okay. So give me more questions. So Nanda says, welcome back. Thank you, Nanda. All right. And as you are asking me that question, Shrita, let me have a sip of water here. Also, I want to say that I'm doing a course on orgone pyramids. If you know orgone, where's my orgone? Here. Orgone pyramids. This is one of my favorite tools to work with, whether it is for chakra alignment or like the balancing that we are talking about. Because I'm going to do a whole video about how to manifest the job that you want exactly how you want, by boosting your confidence, by boosting your self-esteem. I'm going to talk about that. PMC all over the world. Wonderful, Vanny. I'm so glad that you're watching that. and following the PMC all over. Yes, it is a wonderful, 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 a great initiative, that a great revolution, I would say, that is happening on earth right now, taking raising the consciousness. It is all about raising the consciousness, elevating our frequencies every single day as we listen to other people's experiences, as we share information. So I'm so glad that you are here. Are you connected to the Texas groups, pyramid meditation groups? And please make sure that you are subscribed to pssmglobal.org to get updates. And also there's a WhatsApp number that you may want to subscribe to get the updates of all the events. So November 13th, Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, I'm doing a whole workshop, whole masterclass on orgone pyramids, explaining the science behind it, how does it work, what is the applications, how did it all start, the history. It is a very interesting class because this is going to be a part of my actual big course, Pyramid Mastery course, which is going to be on sale starting November 24th to 27th. So if you're interested to learn more about pyramids, the science, getting really diving deep, because I have really researched, this is one of my best works, I would say that course is one of my best works. So if you want to get really the essence of the pyramid science, the technology behind it, then that is your course to go for. And it is going to be on sale starting November 24th. Okay, you can go to my website, paripatri.com/work with me or /pyramid mastery. You will see that course. And again, I want to repeat to all who have just watching me right now, Conscious Creators Mini Bootcamp is open for registration and the early bird ends tomorrow. So if you want to work with me personally, this is your best opportunity for this year. It can get better, and we will be working closely. I'm gonna have one-on-one interaction with you, answering your questions and really sharing the information about these techniques. Okay, Wenny, I would like you to send an email to this email. We will send you all the information. Okay, send an email to this ID, and the WhatsApp groups and the whatever the information is going on, I will send you. And I know if in Austin there is a 41-day meditation challenge is going to start soon, so I'm going to send you that information too if you want to be a part of that. All right, so Shrita, I haven't heard back from you, so I'm just going to say subconscious mind. So subconscious mind is like your database, your record system. It is also, you can also call it your Akashic records, the database of your past lives, your past experience. Everything is in your subconscious mind, all the database. So when you go, and in fact hypnotherapists use theta wavelength to get into your subconscious mindset, to program you, to reprogram, to delete those mindset. It is like a cabinet. Okay, we have a cabinet here. I have a cabinet here, and there are files there that have been being put there since your childhood, since you're in the womb. You are being programmed, and it is not our it is not our responsibility, or it is not our fault that the programs are there since our womb. It is there. That's how it works. But it is our responsibility to as we grow up after the age of 7, that we start looking into it and change what works for us and what does not. If you have read the book Seth Speaks, okay, by Jane Roberts, no, so if you have read that book, in the book it says all these concepts are very, very clearly written in that. That is the best book to read. Your subconscious mind, okay, is word projecting your reality. You have a conscious mind, you have a subconscious mind. Your conscious mind takes the imprints, and as that imprints get repeated, the neurons are getting created and connected, and they form your subconscious mind core belief systems. And there are certain belief systems that you have been programmed from since your childhood, with your parents, with your from your teachers, the one that you're very attached to, that you believe as truth. Whatever you believe as truth becomes your core program. You're truly what you believe. And even though in your conscious world you think that you don't believe that, and if you still hold that belief system, you're not going to create what you consciously do, because your belief systems are contradicting that. Say for example, you truly believe that rich are all mean, or rich are all powerful, are do wrong things to get there. That is your belief system that maybe you have seen from movies, or reading stories. And then you want to get into abundance, you want to start attracting wealth. you will not um, you will not be able to manifest that abundance, because you hold a belief system that rich are God there doing bad things, and you don't want to do bad things, and but you want to get rich. So there are contradicting belief systems that hold you back, so you're not going to manifest that in your life. Even though you're working hard, even though you're putting everything, still you cannot see that happen, because you have a belief system that will not let that happen. So it's not just about hard work or putting everything in there. It is about you, what your concepts about yourself. What are your concepts? How do you see yourself? What do you believe? Because that is what is going to be projected in your life. If you don't fix that, you do whatever hard work, you get the best skill sets, you have all the credentials, but yet you're not seeing results, yet people are not giving you respect, yet people are not taking you seriously. Why? And you start feeling like a victim and saying like, this is not fair, the world is not fair, why that fellow gets everything, why can't I get everything? You start getting into this kind of mindset, of victim mindset. Why? It is because you have belief systems that is holding you back and not letting that happen. It is not about luck. There is no luck. It is all about your concepts. It is all about what you believe to be true, absolute true, what you believe to be true. Because truth is subjective, it changes, but it is all about perception. What is true for you is may not be true for me. It is all, and may not be true for yourself in after 1 year, because your perception shifts, so your truth shifts. And this is a part of life. This is how we change. What is your opinion on Abraham Hicks? I know you share some course. I love Abraham Hicks. I think it's wonderful message given by Abraham Hicks about law of attraction. Totally love that. The books by Louis Hay. Really, Esther Hicks. Really love the whole concept. But again, we have to understand that in it's the subconscious mind is all, again, as I said, it's all about your vibration. Your vibration is built with your thoughts, with your belief systems, with your environment, your the air, the breath that you have, with your food, what kind of food you eat, your physical body frequency. All of that becomes your energy, your frequency. So you have to be mindful about what you are eating. Are you eating junk? Are you eating emotional eating? So eating is a big part of your vibration. What are your thoughts? How are you thinking? What are your belief systems? What are your everyday practices? Are you drinking good water? Are you eating well again? Are you meditating? Are you getting enough prana from the source? So all of this is your vibration. And so you work on your mindset. It's not just about, so these are all different pieces of the puzzle. You got to put everything together to really get elevated. I'm talking about powerful elevation. I'm really, do that deep inner work. Get everything in alignment. to see manifest in your life, to see things happen, to see the frequency rising. Frequency rising is nothing but your perception shifts. As your perception shifts, as the day when you realize suddenly, oh my gosh, I'm not this body, I'm soul. That is a perception shift. Your frequency shifted right that moment when you realize that. The moment you realize I have past lives, that's a perception shift. The moment you realize that there are extraterrestrials, we are not the only ones, that is a perception shift. Riti asked me how to connect with your heart. Okay, there is a whole technique that we will do for connecting your heart. It is just you. All you have to do is place your hands on your heart. I'm just going to give you a brief technique. Place your hands on your heart and take deep breaths and focus in your heart area. Okay, focus your attention in your heart area and breathe in and out through your heart. Okay, because wherever you focus, your energy goes there. So when you bring your focus to your heart, there are physiological changes that happen in your heart. So if you're in a stress mode and your sympathetic nervous system is on, and you gently bring your focus to your heart and just breathe in through your heart, what happens is it shifts into your neutral position. So you suddenly calm yourself down and shift yourself into your neutral position so that you can think now clearly. You can try this whenever you're in a stress mode. Try this. Just put your hands on your heart, focus your attention on your breath. And this is the first step. And there are many different techniques. And these are the techniques we will discuss in the 5-week Conscious Creators Bootcamp. There are six to seven other techniques which you can teach in your corporates, in your teams, in your with your family, with your children who are facing, who are dealing with anxiety, who are dealing with extreme depression, stress, trauma, PTSD, all of these things in our lives. Not sleeping enough, being very intolerant, impatient. If you have people like that, or if you are like that, then this is the best course for you. Are there any group for sharing book here in US? Okay, I did not understand that question. Do you want the list of the books? There are many people who share the list of the books. It's all on PSSM website. And also, I want to say I'm doing a free meditation session with all the PSSM masters. Okay, we are doing a free meditation session with all the PSSM masters every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time, 12 p.m. Australian Time. Please connect with me. The link is on the PSSM Global Events website. Let me put the link. All you have to do is register there. It's a free event. Find my event there, register and connect with me, because we are going to do meditation together. Okay, it is for all the beginners. Anybody you know who are beginners, we will be talking to the beginners, to the advanced, to the experts. Everybody is invited. It is all we are going to do is meditate together, share experiences, do a brief intro, share experiences. That's all about it. So it's a very basic, just connect, meditate and share. That's all we are doing. Okay, so we're going to talk about it's a community that we are going to be created. So any books that you need, anything that you need regarding meditation, then that is the place to connect with me directly on Zoom. Okay, so I invite everybody to join me on Zoom on starting this Thursday, coming up Thursday, November 12th, 9 p.m. Eastern. Venny, I invite you to come and join me on the meditation session. I would love to know more about you and meditate with you. So, guys, I think I definitely shared a lot of information today. Really, if you have been waiting for things to happen, for things to change, and maybe you have lost your way in a way, maybe you have been very aggressive in all of this that we are talking, but you just lost your way. kind of taken a back seat because of whatever is going on. It's okay. It's okay to take a pause. It's okay to stop. It's okay to get distracted. Maybe, maybe things happen, life happen. We've been in a very stressful time together. But I want to say that I'm here to help you get back on your driver's seat, to really push you so that you can get on the other side of the desires, of the dreams that you have always been having. There is no reason now for you to stop, for you to have an excuse of not making it happen. There is no reason for that. You can get all the resources, all the support. You don't need to do it alone. You can get all the support to get past your fears, to get past your stuckness, to get past your frustration and make it happen. All you need is a group to support you, to surround yourself to with that conscious creators, to move you, push you. And that is what exactly what I do, is push you, give you all the resources, give you all the support that you need, give you all the techniques, skills that you need, because we also need to up level our skill sets. It's not just about, yes, you can have that, the drive, to the passion to do, to serve, to share your gifts, but it's all about having a system to approach that, having a successful methods on how you're going to present it, up leveling your skill sets, getting confident. And that's exactly what we will be working on in that 5-week boot camp. So the early bird is ending soon. I highly encourage you to go check it out. If this is something that is resonating with you, then you must join me, work with me, and let's together, make it happen, get you on the other side. Thank you very much, guys. I love you, and I thank you for staying here and watching me this live. And I invite you to join me on the meditation session happening on Thursday, and learning more about you. Bye bye, guys. I'll see you in my next live.